from the International Garden for Peace, Tavistock Square, London. London, the city of shopping, art, museums, dolphins, poets and musicians, and on behalf of all the peacemakers I'd like to say around the world, Happy New Year. I'm just going to do a quick guided tour around the square here because so many people don't realise about this square. Here we have a tree planted on behalf of the International Jewish Women for Peace. And if we walk over here now, another tree here that's planted in the memory of Nimrod Roy Music, Mayor of Camden, and he was a lifelong campaigner against apartheid, racism and injustice. As we walk round the square we'll see a number of beautiful chairs, and each of the chairs is also apparently dedicated to wonderful peacemakers. On my right here, the wonderful Gandhi, conscientious objector who led his people out of war into peace and freedom through not killing anyone. Apparently he used to stop crowds with hose pipes. Water for peace. Here's another chair here from Beatrix Kevin of New York City, who works for World Peace, and she loves London. Wonderful, inspiring place it is. Here we have a number of chairs here. Wonderful people. Here is one. World peace will come through the will of ordinary people like yourself. As a mother and poet, Mama Purple is my name. I'm welcoming you into the new year here in loving memory of another wonderful lady, Jane, who really cared about peace on earth. Queen Elizabeth. I'm sure ultimately all queens would like to bring peace to their nation. Here is a wonderful Hiroshima tree planted in memory of the victims of Hiroshima. The worship the god Camden planted this in 1967 in the memory of Marina, another wonderful person who really cared. Now here we go, this is where I really find it a very fascinating moment. 2:05, can you imagine? A double-decker bus over here mysteriously explodes, unfortunately killing and upsetting a number of people, took their lives. If only that man had known that Holy Jihad or Holy Crusade is a journey within, and that through Moses and Gandhi, all these wonderful conscientious objectors said thou shalt not kill, he could have come to this square and realised that maybe he could have talked about the needs for Pakistan, Afghanistan, through peaceful measures, and by mysteriousness he couldn't get onto the tubes. By mysteriousness he died by the medical association, but even more strangely by mysteriousness that nobody's yet mentioned, but Mum Pub today 208 will have a look. Here we have dedicated a conscientious objection day. Here, where our dear brother died, bless his soul in heaven, may he be forgiven, to all those who have established and are maintaining their right to refuse to kill, the foresight and the courage give us hope. This stone was dedicated on the 15th of May 1994, International Conscientious Objection Day. So I'd like all you people around the world to look at the 15th of May, Conscientious Objection Day, tune into it, and wherever you are on the planet, I think it would be a wonderful thing for you to conscientiously do something. Break a plastic gun, promote peace in your clubs, promote peace in your mosques, your Jewish places, your Christian places, your atheist places, your international places, because here we're saying since Moses right up to Gandhi through to John Lennon that there is an actual day where we're saying we shouldn't kill anything to say what we want to say. Obviously this young man who has felt that he needed to express himself so emotionally, he was prepared to die for that cause, and in dying for that cause he wanted to know that there shouldn't be poverty, oppression across the Middle East, and quite rightly so. But unfortunately, if only he could be here today to see that he actually died in front of this memorial stone that the general public of the world don't seem to know. So we want to promote this today, 208, Conscientious Objection Day. Now as we walk quickly across the park, I want to show you why the park was really created, which is even more phenomenal. It's for Gandhi himself. And Gandhi himself, what a remarkable person, what a brilliant genius, a politician who decided to unite his people and help them find independence. And the independence was through peace, it wasn't through violence. And we still have hope to do that. There is so much violence around the world, and we would like you to conscientiously object this year to any form of Christian, Islamic or community violence. And remember these great people like Gandhi. Here he is, meditating Mahatma Gandhi, 1869 to 1948, a great man, a great spiritual leader. And he, our brother, who died in 205, died directly opposite him. And it's only these two great souls who somehow unite their message. Maybe thousands of young Muslims or thousands of young soldiers in the army don't have to die, but they could conscientiously object and find a different, more peaceful way of dealing with the problems abroad and the problems in our country. Especially we found out that there are street gangs. I've got one little poem quickly to read you from some street children who would like to express an anti-war song. The rise of violence in our streets across England, and it is very worrying. So here we go. This is from the children of Stockwell, and they'd like to express this to you. Who's brave enough to walk the streets with love as their only weapon? Who's cool enough to look stylish without fear and revenge? Who's calm enough to feel the strength of God above, Allah and the Great Spirit, or everything they say? Love is our only weapon, and love should make that we need no weapons. Love is our weapon. They say the holy man is brave and strong, Rambo, big man, gun and knife. They say holy is fighting and mighty, and the more you survive, the bigger you is. They say really the holy man is the man that has love. Love is his only weapon. And there, Gandhi, our man, the holy man. Love is our only weapon. Love is our only weapon. Who's brave enough to jog and run and put all that aggression into sports and fun? Who's brave enough to put down the knife and the gun and dance in the sun? Who's brave enough to say all their mates at their funeral that it stinks? Love is our only weapon. Who knows the consequence of drugs, prisons, jihads and crusades, funerals and your best mate's face? Who says that rinsing and blinking on the mobile is worth it when all you've got is a hole in your heart? In our hearts we're bleeding for peace, calling for peace, and meaning from this terrorism, this love, because love must be our only weapon. So I'd like to say shalom, salam, peace. Peace be with you, 208, and may this message go across the nations to all Islamic youth, all Christian youth, all rainbow youth, that we will unite the tribes of Africa, unite the tribes of Pakistan, unite the tribes of England, and from this United State of England, which is a multicultural, multi-tribal, where the Saxon, Vikings, Celtic, North Africans, and many nations have come here to unite, we will find a one love and a one peace in our hearts, and that we will unite the Holy Land in the Middle East. We will unite Afghanistan, Iraq, and ask all our brothers to put down their guns, put down their bombs, put down their masks, and find peace, and respect the mother, respect the peacemakers, from Moses to Gandhi to John Lennon, and bless you and bless your mothers. Happy New Year.